And close your eyes, get settled. And just begin by allowing yourself to be aware, just simply aware. And let your awareness rest wherever it rests. And let yourself be aware of whatever you're aware of. So starting without any control. And what's the first thing you become conscious of as you're sitting? And where is your awareness drawn to? And notice if your focus changes from one object to the next, which is okay. So let it happen. But whatever you're being aware of in the moment, can you bring just a bit more extra awareness there? So there's slightly more lucidity or clarity, more of an intentional awakeness that's being present as your awareness is being aware of whatever is aware of, which might change. So it might shift from sensation to sound, breath. And one of my teachers called it extra attention. So there's this extra attention to the current awareness, whatever you're aware of. There's a heightened noticing. And from there, let's become conscious of the body. So noticing the body sense. And just check in with the sensations that are arising. Do they change at all? Or are they static? And just being with sensation. And can you notice the one that is aware of sensation? And next, noticing sound. And here in Santa Cruz, it's raining a bit, so I can hear droplets of water. What do you hear in the distance? Again, with extra attention, extra awareness, noticing sounds. And then noticing that which is aware of sounds. Right? Noticing that aspect of your being that is using the ears to hear sound, that which is behind the hearing, that awareness, that presence. And just resting in that aware presence of the moment. Quiet, still presence, always there, but we're noticing that presence more right now. And let's bring the palms together in front of the heart and lengthen the spine and sitting upright. And if you like, you can reflect on an intention if you have one for the day or for the week. Or simply bring your body-mind into a space of loving kindness and relationship to yourself. Just embracing your own body-mind, extending kindness to all the parts of your own being. And from here, we'll engage in a bow in to our practice. So welcome. All right, and let's come up to a standing position. I'm just going to do a little check on some tech stuff here. See if things are actually functioning at all on the Facebook end, which it doesn't quite look like it is. Okay, let's go to a standing position. So start by loosening up. So we'll do some shaking. So take your stance a little on your hips, bend the knees, lightly shake and bounce. Extend the exhale. And make some sound as you breathe out. Feel the feet rooted on the ground. Melt the feet into the floor. And move through your lower legs with your awareness. And if you can, soften the calves, the knees, and your thighs. Then release through the hips and the pelvis. And you can kind of wiggle your hips to the side, forward and back. Just kind of move them around a bit. Letting go of the gripping in the lower belly and lower back. Take a deep breath into the gut and make a gut sound, guttural sound. And keep shaking. And bring awareness into the upper abdomen and the mid-spine. And see if you can bring some movement into the upper abdomen and the mid-spine. Let the neck and upper back also go. So the whole spine lightly undulates, shakes and moves. And can you begin to feel the inside of your torso too, right through the organs? So there's a sense of releasing through the diaphragm, through the organs, the chest. And the neck and shoulders, and shaking the arms out, wrists, and fingertips. And then lastly, letting the throat and neck and head move around a bit. Deep breath in, long exhale. Now if you like here, you can make the shaking a little more intense, a bit more rapid in the shaking. Good, and pause. Just resting in a standing position and feeling the body. Taking several rounds of breath. Nice. From here, inhale, bring the arms up. Open the ribs up. And exhale, bend the knees. Drop and let go of the shoulders. Swing the arms. Again, inhale. Fill up the body with breath and energy. Exhale, release and dump. Clear out. Shake it out. And then repeat. Inhale. And exhale, release. Flush the energy out from the body. Inhale, all the tense energy releases. Exhale. Again, inhale. Lift, straighten knees. Exhale, bend the knees, drop, shake it out. And again, inhale. And exhale, drop. One more. Inhale. And exhale, drop. Next, twist, swing the arms, Let the arms tap the body. Watch the knees, bend the knees lightly. And as you're doing this today, if you're comfortable with your balance, close your eyes and feel the feet ground into the floor. Drop your tailbone slightly. And with your eyes closed, as you're twisting and turning, lean into the ground. Surrender into the floor. Drop the hips. Turning mostly from the hips and the waist and through the spinal column itself. Turning the neck and head, looking back over the shoulders. Continue to relax into the movement. So more and more, there's a sense of softness and a deep relaxation in the twisting. Nice, and relax. Just pause, standing. See if you can feel your whole body. Trace the awareness, trace the breath, notice the breath. All right, from here, take your hands, palms facing up, inhale, arc back slightly, just a real light back bend. And as you exhale, drop forward with the spine and pulse. Let go of the neck and shoulders. Nice, and lift, inhale, arch back, and exhale, drop. Breathe all the way out. And again, inhale, arc back, and exhale, drop. Good, again, inhale, all the way arc back, and exhale, drop. One more, and inhale, and exhale, drop. Now inhale, arch back, twist to the right, exhale, drop over the right leg, pulse. Bend the knees, tuck the tailbone, roll the spine up, inhale, and drop over the right side. And again, inhale, and drop. And up, we'll switch sides. To the left. And inhale. And exhale, drop. Inhale. And exhale, drop. And one more. Inhale. Arc back. And exhale, drop. Forward. Breathe all the way out. Let the neck and shoulders go. Bend the knees, ground into the feet, and roll back up one more time. Whew. Again, take a break. Again, pause and stand. Let the body settle after that. Allow your circulation to balance itself out. Take a couple breaths. Good. Hands on hips, lower body joints, bend the knees, rotate hips. And take deep breaths. Bring awareness into the hips and the legs. And reverse. Go wide. Take a nice deep breath. Nice. And then feet together. Cup the knees, rotate the knees. Deep breathing. Breathe all the way out. Exhale. Go slower. Gently rotating those knees. Circular motion. Nice. And then reverse it. Okay, keep breathing. And bend and straighten the knees. Go slow. Right, knees bending, straightening the knees, pushing the hips back. You could even pause there. All right, go slow. Sometimes we'll come into our week with a lot of energy. Sometimes it takes a little while to get the body going, whether it's in the morning or in the beginning of the week. And it's nice to give ourselves some permission to move into activity again slowly. Nice. And then shake the legs out. Okay, let's come back into the spine. So we're going to rotate the spine just in a small circle like this. So it's kind of like the hip circle, but the focus is on the rotation and the tilting of the spine. So go to the side, back, side, forward. Pretty simple, right? The beauty of Qigong is that it's simple. Kind of boring maybe for some, but the beauty is that it's simple. So it's more accessible for more people. And it can make you feel so much better when you do it. So inhale as you go back, side, exhale as you go forward. Just make the circles small. We're going to do something in a moment where we go a bit wider with the circles. So I just want you to go in a small circle here, just a slight tilt. If your balance is good, close your eyes and just feel the impact on the spine. Okay, keep going. Okay. Rotating, and then reverse it. Go in the opposite direction. Bend the knees now. Feel your feet, ground your legs, and go even slower. Yeah. You don't tilt that far, just a little tilt. Inhale as you tilt back, lean back. Exhale, go slow. See if you can slow it down. Because then you'll have a really different experience. Just by shifting the pace, the exercise and its quality and its impact could change quite a bit. So with Qigong, we're also attempting to not just stretch and loosen the body up, but to also impact the nervous system in our awareness as well. So it's making us more present and more mindful. When we slow things down, it activates more room, opens up more room for mindfulness, calms us down, allows us to become more attentive, more in touch. Nice. Okay, back to center. So now go in the opposite direction, but use the arms now. So take the palms up, arc back, so leaning back, push the hips forward, arch back to the side. Exhale, come forward, turn the palms towards you. Okay. Inhale, lean back, arc back, and exhale, come forward. Inhale, exhale. Take your time. Pace the movement with your breathing, if you can. And if you have a very shallow breath, just do your best. Keep the movement slower than if you have a really shallow breath, you can't breathe too deep or long. And just breathe naturally. And just go slow. Ready? And then reverse it. We're going to focus on moving slower today. Moving more mindfully. So as you're doing this exercise, as simple as it may be for some of you, slow it down and make yourself really aware of what you're doing, like you're doing a walking meditation. Paying close attention to the body and the breathing. So your presence, your awareness deepens and improves, becomes more present through each of these exercises. And you'll get a better stretch in the movement too, right, when you slow it down. All right, and then back center, roll up. Okay, shake it out. Now next, we're gonna try doing a body roll. So the way that I teach this, hopefully it works for you, goes you bend the knees, right? You bend the knees bend, push hips forward, right? So let's just do that. Knees bend, hips, belly, rib cage, chest, chin, forehead. Knees forward, hips forward, belly, chest, chin, forehead, crown, forward fold. Bend the knees forward, hips forward, belly, rib cage, chest, chin, forehead. Now, if body rolls are pretty easy, feel free to just roll through smoothly like this. But again, I want you to go slow. Don't rush it. We're trying to maintain this nice, slow, steady pace in the nervous system, right? So this is not like the warrior workout that we did last week, where we're really getting that sympathetic system activated. It's quite the opposite. We're trying to maintain this really steady, relaxed pace in the sequence, in the movements. Okay, so if that's too quick, then go slower. Just work on these, just in sequence parts, right? Belly, chest, chin, forehead. Okay, and if you can, then you can go a little faster and smooth it out. Now, depending on your coordination level, if you want to add arms, you can roll the arms like this as you do the body roll. Again, if it's too much, then don't do it. Okay, just work with where you're at. Just rolling through the spine. Wave motion through the spine. Whew. Keep slowing it down whenever you can. Whenever you become aware, just check, notice, see if you can slow it down a bit. Nice, and then relax. Okay. So from here, walk your feet a little closer. Let's go, if you can, so you can check this out, okay? Depending on how your balance feels. So you can go a bit narrower than the hips, right? Or some of you might even walk your feet almost all the way together. I want you to put your hand on the Dan Tien. So you're gonna find that belly button, go a couple inches below it on the Dan Tien. Close your eyes and try to balance your weight right on the center line. So you're nice and upright. And then begin slowly tilting forward and back, just slightly. But I want you to feel this through your whole body. So when you tilt forward, there's a sense of tilting the spine and the head and rocks forward too, right? And when you lean back into the heels slightly, the spine and the head rocks back. So again, there's a slight rolling of the center channel in the spine. So we're gently loosening up the center channel in the spine here in the rocking action. Just opening up the flow right through the center channel in the spine. Shifting forward. Shifting back. Again, this is a very small, subtle internal movement. Qigong can take some patience to do. And patience, in a way, you can say, is partially a capacity due to a capacity of control over the nervous system. People who are patient tend to have more calm, regulated nervous systems. When your nervous system is constantly agitated, it's very difficult to be patient. Right? It's difficult to do internal and subtle activity. So conversely, cultivating internal and subtle activity and clearing the channels can help us cultivate more inner control and patience. Okay, now let's do this. Side, forward, side, back. So now you're rocking in a circle. Now if it's difficult for your balance, just walk your feet a bit wider. Bend the knees slightly. Try to let the spine and neck and the head be a bit more relaxed. You're not holding and gripping, and you're letting the body rock in a circle. We're attempting to soften the body up. Now find the breath, if you can, in the movement. And ready? Reverse it. Go in the opposite direction. And see if you can feel your body softening and surrendering more deeply into the movement. Gradually thawing out the tension in the body. Nice. And relax. Okay, pause. You can walk your feet apart wider and just stand for a moment and notice the body. All right. Let's rotate the joints in the arms. Good, and keep going. Just a simple reaching back, rolling through, and rotating. Okay. Just checking things here. Okay, good. And then reverse it. Forward. Turn. Part. Reach back. Again, tilt your spine forward and back here. Whenever you're doing Qigong, as much as possible, involve the whole body, because most of these exercises, even though they appear to be isolated in terms of its effect, like I'm just trying to maybe impact the shoulders or wrists, in actuality, the whole body can get involved. So again, when you bring the arms forward like this, tilt the spine forward. When you reach back, tilt the spine up and back. When you open, knees bend, squat a little here. Constrain the knees out a bit. Come up, rotate. Slow it down. Come back to your body. Right, notice how quickly the chi rises into the head and we get into the brain. We start thinking about shit, right? Forget about the body. Find the ground. Bring awareness to the feet. Slow it down a couple rounds just to bring yourself back more fully. It's easier to increase your frames per second of awareness when you slow things down, right? Nice. And release. Shake those arms out. Bring the arms out to the sides. Wrist cock, drop chin. Roll the neck and head from one side to the other. Loosen that neck up. Take a deep breath. And roll the wrist as you're tilting the head side to side. All right. And then shake the arms out. Let's loosen up the neck shoulder area. Open up some of the chi there. So cup the elbow, cup the hand. Begin tapping the trapezius. Good. Squeeze it. And squeeze your traps with the hand. And then work your way up into your neck and throat. Give it a squeeze, and then drag your hand back down. Squeeze down the shoulder, biceps, triceps. Drag the energy. So you're taking all that tension and that stagnant chi, and you're pulling it down the arm, squeezing, pulling it out the finger, and toss it. And then just brush off. Take all the stagnant chi off. Imagine dragging it out from the neck shoulder area. Okay, and again, just notice and feel the difference. Okay, cup here. And begin tapping. Tilt the head over to the side. Take a deep breath in, exhale long. And squeeze the traps. Work your way up into the neck and throat. So again, usually I like to squeeze the front of my throat here, right to the SCL, SCM. And then the fingertips on the back side, just sandwiching the throat and neck, and squeezing. And I'll work my way down to the traps, and work my way down to the shoulders. I'm just kind of dragging as I squeeze down, pulling the stagnant chi down the arms, opening it up, and flowing it, getting it to flow, and then slide the arms down, flush the channels, clear it out. Okay, and see if you feel any difference from that. Let's go into the base of the skull today too. So right through the neck, where the neck meets the base of the skull, use your fingertips and give it a good rub. Close your eyes, breathe into the base of the skull as you rub it down. Massage, massage. Sometimes massage is the best way to release tension in certain areas of the body. It beats stretching. Stretching is good too. I like to do a combo here. Okay, keep working it. If you find achy spots, really work into those spots, right? Attack those spots that are achy. Try to loosen some of that achiness out. Now, grab the energy, stuck energy in the base of the skull, pull it out with your hands and shake it out. All right, see if you feel better. Now let's target the chest. So now actually do this, track it. So bring the arms down, I want you to feel a difference. So notice the neck shoulder area that we just worked on and see what that feels like. See what the chi flows, the circulation, the sensation is like in those areas. And then compare it to how it feels in your chest. Okay, because we haven't really done a lot of chest opening yet. So you'll notice there's more flow happening here. And notice for some of you, you might feel more stagnation right to the chest area. So try this, just start tapping sternum, right? Take a slow deep breath in and exhale long, make a sound. So it's a heart sound for releasing tension in the heart. Inhale. Close your eyes. Okay, keep going. So the heart accumulates stress very easily. Maybe watching too much news or talking to people or arguing with your lovers or family members. Let's see if you can release some of the heart tension. When there's a lot of blockage in the heart and the heart is tense, we tend to be more sensitive and trigger happy too, right? Get triggered more easily. So we want to manage our state daily by really impacting positively our body. Yoga is so good, meditation is so good. Do all those, exercise every day. Because you're just going to be a better person. You're going to be in a better mood. Your behavior will improve when your state is improved. Take a nice breath in. Exhale long. Okay, now overlap your hands over the chest and rub the heart down in a soothing way. Right? Just rub the chest down. Take a nice breath in. Slow exhale. And rub the belly down. Bring awareness down into the belly. As you rub your belly down, maybe bend the knees, squat into the hips slightly, and drop awareness into the belly. Drop the chi into the belly. Wrap around the waist. And rub the lower back and kidneys down. Breathe into the lower back. See if you can widen your lower back with your breath, with your in-breath. Now use your fingertips to rub along the bony landmarks of the lower spine, right through the center here where you have the spinous process. Right, and you work your way down to your sacrum, the side of the hips, And release. Good. Pause. Just stand and feel your body now. Okay, take your stance a bit wider. Bend the hips, bend the knees, and drop into your hips. And let's just go here for a moment. So the palms facing down next to the hips with the wrists cocked, fingertips pulled up, elbows slightly bent. Drop the shoulders, drop your tailbone, tuck the chin slightly and lift the crown. I want you to close your eyes and just feel the ground. Bring your weight into the center of the feet. And drop your center of gravity. Imagine you have an anchor dropping from the core through the perineum into the earth. Keep the body steady. Just feel the ground, right? Melt into the earth. Root yourself into the Mother Earth. Try to soften the calves and the thighs as much as you can as you squat. Not unnecessarily gripping the legs. Nice, drop the shoulders and then soften the wrist. From here, pull the arm across the body and then cloud hands, alternating the arms, shifting the weight from one leg to the other. And then let's stay really soft here through the shoulders and the arms. Drop your tailbone, lift the crown. Spine is vertical and upright, head is upright. Shifting the weight from one leg, one hip to the other while you raise your arms up in front of you like this. Okay, so you want to have that elbows down. You don't want to lift the elbows and shoulders up like this. You want to have the shoulder down and the elbow weighted down. And the arms really soft and relaxed. Turning the body primarily through turning and shifting from the hips and shifting the weight from one leg to the other. You're not twisting the spine a lot, and you're actually not waving the arms that far out, right? We're just kind of lifting and lowering the arms. So you're just kind of doing this, but then your body's turning. Feel your feet. Go slower. Meditative movement. I'm not sure if it's raining where you're at, but it's raining pretty hard here in Santa Cruz. This is a nice rainy day Qigong sequence. Just moving a bit slower. Feeling the feet, dropping tailbone, finding root. Keep coming back to the feeling sense of your root. Good. Rooting that chi. Stabilizing your energy body and your nervous system. Good, keep going. Go really slow for a couple rounds. See if you can feel every millimeter of your movement. Can you be conscious through every second of your movement for a couple rounds? So you're not spacing out, you're not thinking about something else. You're feeling your body, you're feeling the root, you're feeling the feet and ground. Your whole body is awake and aware. Activating that intelligence and awakeness in the body. Whatever you're doing, right? Just being awake, fully and alert as you do it in a relaxed manner. Right? The sentience in the body is already awake and alert and there. You're just tuning into it. Nice. And relax. Pause, walk your feet closer in. Just stand again. Can you feel your whole body right now? Eyes closed. And ground yourself into the awareness of the floor. Root yourself into the awareness of the body. Okay, find your navel again. And then we're going to drop awareness a couple inches below the navel. And we're going to start tapping the Dan Tien. I want you to reconnect the Dan Tien area. So keep your knees slightly bent. Drop into the hips. So as you're tapping the core, bring your awareness there. If you can close your eyes, just bring your mind into your lower belly and center your awareness in the belly. Continue to melt your mind right into that lower belly that you're tapping. Waking up the sensation in the lower belly. Breathe into the core. Shifting from your thinking mind to your feeling, sensing body. Take a deep breath. Now if you want to tap a little harder, you can. Okay, make sure your core feels strong to meet the tapping and the hitting. If it feels too intense, just back off. If you're menstruating, maybe you can skip this one and just kind of rub the belly instead. Right? You can just go like this and bring awareness to the belly. Good. And rub the belly down. Take a breath into the belly. Now as you inhale, expand the belly. You can tilt the head back slightly, open the front of the body up. As you exhale, pull the belly back. You can collapse the spine slightly. Inhale. Open, expand into belly with the breath. Inhale, push the belly out. Exhale, pull the belly back. Nice. 2 more. And exhale. All the way out. Beautiful. 1 more breath. Inhale. At your own pace, okay? Don't suffocate yourself. Exhale the breath out. And relax. Again, stand for a moment. See if it's easier now to feel your lower body. Can you feel yourself centered more than in your head? Can you feel your center of gravity dropping or sinking? Right, let yourself be more centered in the belly, the lower belly, but beneath the navel. Okay, from here, bend the knees and squat into the legs again. Take your hands like this. Okay, again with the fingertips pointing forward with the wrist cocked. You're gonna shift your weight. Just go side to side a couple times. Shift your weight, leg over the one leg, then the other. Drop your tailbone slightly. Now shift to the right and turn and twist the body to the right. Extend the arm out to the right like this. And then take the arms forward and across the body, shift turning to the left. Then pull the hand towards the hip and the navel, and then twist across again to the right and extend. So I call this turning the lazy Susan. You guys remember those in Chinese restaurants? I remember when I was a kid, there was all this food on the lazy Susan. I just like spun it. And it like tossed all the dishes everywhere, all the Chinese food everywhere, and got on people's clothes. And my mom got super mad at me. So anyways, so don't spin the lazy Susan too quickly here or forcefully, just slow shifting. Draw towards the core, so you're leaning the weight back into the hip, drawing the hands back towards the navel. Okay. Shifting the weight. Hands are at the level of the navel, staying low. So this brings the awareness down in that lower body, right, as you're shifting the weight in a circle. Turning, shifting, extending slightly forward with the arm, leaning to the left leg, pulling back. Movement meditation. See if you can maintain that grounded feeling, contact with the legs, feet, and with the earth, dropping the tailbone and the anchor into the floor. So you're staying nice and grounded as you do this circular motion. Shoulders are relaxed, spine upright, tailbone down. Grounded and rooted, calm and steady. Right, and then reverse. Nice, rotating in a circle. Out, away from the body, shift the weight. So the tricky part on this exercise actually is when you extend the hands away from the body, can you still maintain connection to the Dan Tien and the legs and the root? Yeah? This exercise is considered to be a belt meridian opener. Right? So it opens up the waist area, the chi flow through the organs in the waist. Good for reproductive health, digestive health, for your lower back, core. One more. then draw it back to center. Now from here, we're going to keep working with the Dan Tien here. So drop into the pelvic floor, so push down into the pelvic floor. Imagine, and bring your awareness to the pelvic floor, okay? And then turn the hands, breathe up from the pelvic floor, inhale, up to the navel area, right to your belly button, lift, so knees straighten a bit, and then bend the knees, sink, exhale from the navel to the perineum, to the pelvic floor, sink. So just bring your mind from the perineum up to the navel on the inhale, and from the navel to the perineum on the exhale. Okay, opening up the chi flow right through that lower body. Good. Go as slow as you need to, okay, to really feel this. You want to move your mind through the body here, from the perineum, inhale, up towards the navel. Exhale from navel down towards perineum. Perineum up to navel, lifting the body slightly. Navel down, sinking into the legs and hips and feet. You want that body to really register and feel the sensation of lifting and sinking right through the core. If your balance is good, close your eyes. Without losing distraction, see if you can visualize and feel the rising of the chi from the perineum to the navel and the sinking of the chi from the navel to the perineum, pelvic floor. And continue at your own pace. Inhale, lifting from perineum to navel. Exhale, dropping from navel to perineum. Calming, centering. And for some of you, as you're doing this, notice if you're feeling more calm. Notice if you're feeling more grounded and centered. Again, inhale. And exhale, now root down to the perineum. Part the hands again to the sides, just hang out. Meditate on the pelvic floor, on your root. Imagine dropping an anchor from the perineum into the earth. So you're nice and stable and heavy in the lower body. Watch your knees though. Don't overpinch or compress your knees. When you really drop your awareness, when you really drop your center and your chi well, you can do it with your knees fairly straight even. I'd recommend a slight bend. But you can even straighten the legs out pretty far and still have a really rooted feeling in the body. Hold it. For some of you, being grounded is not something you're physically used to, energetically used to, so you might get really antsy when you do this, but see if you can stay with it. It's good for you. Just let the agitation come and it'll eventually pass over time. You got to work through the discomfort. Whenever you're changing state, whenever you're working and cultivating a new energetic pattern or state in your system, there often will be some resistance or kickback from the parts of you that are used to a particular way of being. Right? There'll be some resistance to the change. That's normal, but you have to be willing to sit through the discomfort of that. Stay here, stay steady, keep breathing, relax into the posture, melt into the ground. Nice, and then relax. Whew. Shake your legs up. Just notice how your body feels afterwards. See if you feel more bottom heavy. When you close your eyes, can you feel more awareness in the hands and the feet, and the legs and the core? Do you feel more relaxed? Do you feel more of that downward action through the body? And when you feel that, do you feel calmer? All right, let's do a couple more. Shake your legs out, just take care of the knee joints, bend and straighten the knees. So we're going to do a rolling circulating exercise. So the movement kind of just goes like this. But we're going to hold that in the Dan Tien area. So imagine you have a ball here, and you're taking that ball and you're pulling it down to the perineum and then up the lower spine as you inhale, bringing the ball forward, and then sinking a bit. So again, you're bending your knees a little here, and you're sinking here a bit into the hips, into the core, into the earth. And then you're inhaling, you're lifting. You can strain the knees a bit more here. Lift, roll forward, and then sink. Okay? So inhale, forward, and knees bend, sink. And for those of you who can feel chi, guide the chi, the energy up the lower spine, forward, and then down the front. Feel the chi circulating. Go slow. Move slow if you can. Keep your mind connected to the flow of the chi, guiding the flow of the chi slowly and gently. Inhale, pulling up. Exhale, sinking. Keep going. Up the back. Inhaling, exhaling down the front, sinking. One more. And sink. Hold the ball in front of the lower Dan Tien. Pause there for a moment, centering. Nice. You should now, for some of you, if you've been working with the chi pretty well here, you should feel pretty condensed quality here right in the core. You should feel rooted and very drawn into the center and stable. Your energy body should feel like a rock, grounded. Okay? Now we're going to just maybe do one or two exercises just to circulate things, open things up. So from here, we're just going to do a couple embryo breathing. Inhale, expand. Exhale, gently sink and curl. Just opening the energy up. Inhale, chin up, expand, look up. Exhale, real gentle though. Make it real gentle. So the chi doesn't get too stagnant. Just gonna do a couple of these and one more exercise. Just to distribute some of the chi into the collateral channels. Nice. And then reach straight up. And then exhale, slide the hands down the outer legs, outer body. Inhale up the inner legs. Up the front, throat, face, palms up, arc back. And then exhale down. And up the inside, inhale. Reach up. And exhale down. Okay, inhale up. And you can just kind of rub on the way down this time. And brush. Remove some of the stagnant chi in the channels. Release it. One more. Come all the way up. And then turn the palms facing out. Exhale. Bring the chi back to the Dan Tien for a second. Hold it there. Pause. Center. Relax. All right. Let's take a seated meditation and we'll end there. So find a comfortable seat. Take care of the knees. Circle or rub your knees if you need to. If they're feeling a little tight from standing. And sitting upright, Eyes closed, keeping the posture steady. Find your root in your Dan Tien again. Now in your seated posture, just bring the awareness in mind there. It should be easier to feel that area of your body now after doing the practices we've done. So in terms of the energy body cultivation, for most people, we do want to really cultivate energy flow in the legs and the pelvis and the core and strengthen the Dan Tien, because it's what confers, gives us energetic stability. The subtle body becomes more grounded and stable. The nervous system becomes more resilient and stable. And our body-mind's capacity for holding more qi increases. So it makes us stronger and more stable. And that's the foundation we want to build on. And hence we do a lot of emphasis on the Dan Tien here. Right, it's like Qigong basics. So just sitting, getting the body slowly into a still position. For some of you, you may notice as the qi is more rooted and centered properly, the mind will have a different quality to it. The mind will be impacted by that. So you may notice that the mind is more calm for some of you. I mean, not everyone, but for some of you, you may notice the mind is more calm. The mind is more naturally stable. So this is one of the purposes of energetic practice in the various yogic traditions, Taoist yogic traditions, Tibetan yogic traditions, Indian yogic traditions, is to use the subtle body practice as a preparation for meditative practice, to influence the winds or the qi flow in the body-mind, to create a nice, calm, stable, steady mind. So when you go into meditation, you're already pretty steady, right? And you can do practices from here a lot easier. So from here, just notice the body sensations. And notice the part of you that is aware of body sensations. And see if you can stay with the awareness of body sensations without being distracted. If you lose it, come back. Do you notice more steadiness here? Are you staying with the body sensations without having to apply much effort? Now notice breathing. Noticing inhale, noticing exhale. Letting inhale and exhale be natural. Don't interfere with the breath too much. See if you can keep the breath passive and relaxed, just watching it. Are you able to stay with the breath without losing track more easily? Now notice your mind. For some of you, you may notice that there's gaps of thought, right? Gaps in between the thought. Moments where the mind pauses. Notice the gaps. If your mind is still fairly active in thinking, see if you can pause and let go of that thought and pause and rest in the stillness in between thoughts. If the thought comes back, let it come, and then just let it go again and pause in the space in between thoughts. As the stability and the steadiness and also the stillness deepens, notice the effect. Yes, we can generate more mental, emotional, energetic stability. We can become more calm through practice. It's